Ladies and gentlemen, I need to apologize to you right now. I am having that fanboy moment because in the next couple of seconds, I'm going to bring out on stage one of comic bookdom's great legends. He is an absolute king of our time, and his name is Adam Kubert. Now, I don't want you guys to embarrass me. So, when the time comes, I see you, I remember you. You now have a mustache, but I remember you. I'm going to be, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you the man, the myth, the legend, and I'm going to say his name, and you will shout, you will scream, and you will applaud. You guys know what you're going to do? Should we do a dry run, just to make sure? It's going to go like this. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you the man, the myth, the legend. His name is Adam Kubert. Shout, scream, and applaud. No. See, that applause was a lot like your water situation here a little while back, a little bit dry, right? We're going to try that again. But this time, let's add a drum roll on the thighs there for me. Ladies and gentlemen, from parts unknown, from the land of the orange man and tariffs, he is the man, he is the myth, he is the legend, he is Adam Kubert. Shout, scream, and applaud! You can do better than that. Keep it going, everybody. Okay, real talk right now before we take a seat. Okay. I am sorry. I apologize for the fanboying that is going to go on in the next few minutes. I'm totally a professional. Totally. Right, shall we go to the couch there? Okay. You guys excited? Okay, so now, I've been thinking about how I want to have this conversation, and I realized that the best thing to do would be to take you down memory lane, right? How many of you here started your comic book journey by picking up issues of Wolverine from CNA? Make some noise. How many of you have this exact book? Make some noise. That one guy. How many of you wish your mom didn't throw your book away? Make some noise. Okay, some of the same people, right? Adam, first time in South Africa. How's it been for you?
Well, we've been here for 2 weeks now. And my wife and I have gone on like 4 safaris, which are totally amazing. You know, we were up north, and it's a magnificent, beautiful country. And this is like the icing on the cake right now. So it's really, really great.
Well, give yourselves a round of applause. You're making a good impression. Okay, so I asked your permission backstage, and I'm just going to check with my peeps here if it's okay, right? Adam has given us the gift of fandom all these many years, and we're going to talk about that. And I learned that they don't get this on that side in the US. So I was thinking, what if we all gave Adam a gift? Huh? Should we? Let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. Make some noise if you want to do it, should we? Yeah. Here's what we're going to do, right? In your neatest handwriting, I'm watching you, right? You are only going to write your first name somewhere on the couch. Not on the couch, sorry, on the cover. Very, very small, like this, right? And what we're going to do is, my friend George over here is going to come around with the book on the front and the back cover, and we are going to give this to Adam from South Africa with love. I just want you to put your name on it anywhere on the cover, right? Anywhere on the cover. We're going to give this over here, just a little keepsake from us to say thank you for being part of our growing up and involvement in the world of comics. Yeah?
Really?
Okay. Now, the hot questions.
I'm ready.
Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. Your Wolverine, he's powerful, he's visceral, he is feral, and he's uniquely Adam Kubert, right? The question then becomes, all these years, how do you keep that passion coming across in the work?
It's easy. It's easy. I love doing it. And I don't like to, I mean, I grew up under my dad. He taught me that you're only as good as your last job. So you got to keep pushing and trying and working, but it's kind of easy because it's so much fun to do. And I constantly want to do my best work. So that's how I do it.
Make some noise, guys. Make some noise, because for us experiencing the work and going through this journey, you see all the subtle tweaks, you see all the small nuances. And I mean, when I think about that comic that's going around, that's from the 90s, and I look at your stuff now in the most recent volume of Wolverine, that process of evolution, how does that work?
You know, it doesn't work. I don't. Nothing is intent. I mean, I'm not trying to change my style. It's just a matter of, you're an artist and you want to continually to grow. It's also the project, the story itself, which dictates my approach. If I'm drawing a Superman book, if I'm drawing a Spider-Man book, that's kind of light and bright. But if I'm drawing Wolverine, that's dark, a lot of heavy shadows. So, and it also depends on the story, So, and also who's coloring it. Because a lot of times you can, if you're working with someone that is more artistically inclined as a colorist, you can leave more open for coloring, because these days, obviously there's a lot you can do with color that it's very difficult in black and white. So you can leave more open for color. That will change the style of the work. If not, you put in more blacks, more rendering, so you don't have to lean on the colorist so much.
Now, see, that's something I never would have thought about, because when the fact that for you there's still all of these thought considerations that need to go into it, it's marvelous. See what I did there? Marvelous, yeah. Okay, so guys, I'm going to allow you an opportunity to ask questions as well. It's going to help me if you can hold up your hand so I know where to find you, right? Okay, so then Adam, the next question is the weight of legacy. Right?
What?
Legacy,
Yeah.
right? So, I mean, you're a late great dad, right? I mean, let me just take a second here, right? Just to compose myself. Now you are one of those legacy creators. Like most of the people here, all these fans have flown from as far away as Johannesburg, Durban, beyond. Let's just get an idea. Who's here from Joburg? Joburg members, right? Who's here from Durban? Anyone from Durban? Right? Flights are really expensive in Durban,
Sorry.
right? We know. Yeah, there we go. And further than that, yeah? Okay, Bloemfontein, yeah. They don't even have roads. And he made his way to Cape Town just to see you, right? Now, when you think about that, the love that fans have for you and your work and your journey, what does that feel like emotionally?
I love coming to conventions, and just traveling, halfway around the world and getting this kind of accolades, and they know my work, is nothing short of amazing to me. Because I'm at my desk by myself, working all day with, myself and my piece of paper or my computer or whatever. But I don't think about the reach. I don't think about the legacy, because if I did, I wouldn't be able to get my work done. I focus on the job, what's going on right in front of me, and I tune that stuff out. But it's not until I come out to meet the fans, and like I said, I love coming to conventions. I love speaking to the fans. I mean, my wife Tracy says, you didn't get through enough of the line, because I genuinely enjoy myself. When I first drew Wolverine, it was I had come over from DC. I didn't grow up on Marvel Comics. I grew up on DC Comics. I didn't really know the character that well. It was actually easier for me to draw the character because I didn't have that intimate recollection when I was a kid of the character. So that was my Wolverine at that point. Of course I read, before I started, I read, the series from 1 to 50, John Buscema's, Mark Silvestri and all those guys, just so I knew what the character was about. But after that, I just did it. I just did the job. Because like I said, it's the story that dictates how I handle it. So.
Oh my goodness. Now listen. I would be remiss in my duty if I didn't go out there. So I'm going to leave you safe and sound here. I don't know what you've heard, about South Africa? Oh, we have another microphone. Okay, great stuff. So, George is going to help me. If you have a question you'd like to talk to Adam about, I'm going to ask you to raise your hand. The request, though, is that you keep it short, sweet, to the point, so we can actually get many of these in, right? Okay, so I see one over here, lady with the red hair.
Hi.
Hi.
So my question is there a character that you have always wanted to draw, but you never had the opportunity? And if so, who is it?
Okay, so I'm not sure I understand the question. Could you say it again?
A character that you wish you could have drawn, but you haven't had the opportunity to.
Gotcha. You know, at Marvel, I think I've drawn probably every character they have, or I feel like I have. I haven't drawn much Batman, and that's actually a character I'd really like to try. I did a cover or two with him, so I would say Batman would be a cool one. As far as Marvel goes, I can't really think of a character I haven't done that I really, really want to do. I'm sorry it wasn't more of a juicy answer, you know?
But I guess this is again legacy, right? You broke into comics in '92, if I'm not mistaken, with Spirits
No,
of
actually
Vengeance.
earlier.
Yeah? Earlier than that. Okay.
I actually started lettering for comics when I was 13 years old.
Right.
So, and I was 13. Tracy, when was I 13? Let's see, 59, 69, like 73.
Just the other day. Yeah. The other day. Okay, next question. Do we have another question over there? While we're waiting, just hold up your hand so they can see you. Okay, so then I'm going to ask the next thing, right? What's on your desk right now?
Oh my gosh. I just wrapped up Giant Size X-Men #1, which is a retelling of the Giant Size X-Men, you know, that we all know. So they're doing a 5-issue series, 30 pages each. I'm doing the bookends, the first issue and the last issue. So right now, I have thumbnails of issue #2, and I'm way behind, and I gotta crank it out. So that's what's on my desk right now.
100%, right? Guys, listen very carefully to the questions and the answers, right? Hint, hint. So you want to come in there?
Hi, Adam. Thank you for coming. Welcome. My only question was, do you feel that you have to hold up to your dad's legacy to this day? Or do you feel that you have?
I didn't really hear on that one. Would my dad be proud? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope so. I think he would. I mean, my dad, obviously very, very special, you know, to me especially. I taught at the school for 20 years. I saw my dad every day. He was my mentor, my psychologist, my, my friend, all that.
So I've got a unique treat for you guys here, right? Because I'm like...
One more thing I want to say. One more thing I want to say. Now, Tracy's shaking her head.
He's going to get into trouble for this, right? So just remember, guys.
I promise not to say anything, you know. Going through Africa, my dad did Tarzan. It's my favorite thing. We went on safaris, and all I thought about was, I wish...
Yeah. No, I feel you. At this point over here, I think so many of us that the reason why your work resonates so much with us is because your journey through this, even though some of us had joined the journey slightly later, we've grown up with you, you know, with your work. And everything you're talking about, it's a shared universal experience. So we're just like really, really grateful for that heart and love there, right? Okay, next question. Do we have another one there? Right, I have one at the back, but here's the thing. I'm going to mix things up a little bit. So Adam is the gift that keeps on giving, and he has actually said to his boss, right here, this amazing lady that allows the magic to happen, that he would like to give us one more gift before he leaves, right? And that's actually a bit of a misnomer because I know growing up in that very comic, there's an advert for the Kubert school, right? And I wished I could have attended. But here at Comic-Con Cape Town, Adam is going to be doing a special session where you can almost pretend that you attended the school with a live workshop. So that's coming up. Check that up on your program. But at this point, I'm going to give you an opportunity to win something from Adam, right? All you have to do is tell me, right, very simply this. How old was he when he started doing comics? First hand that I see. Okay, I saw a hand over here, right? Yes?
13 when he started lettering.
Is that correct? 13 when he started at 13? 13
What's
about
that?
right? He said 13, is 13 right?
13.
Yeah, okay, so he gets one over there, right? We can give him one. What he is getting is an exclusive print of Wolverine issue number 25, and on the reverse of here, some other epic art as well, right? Now, if you would like to get epic prints as well and some other amazing merchandise, including, I believe, original art from Adam, you will find him there in Artist Alley, right across there from the Artist Alley stage, right? Okay, let's get another question in over here. Do we have one? We have one from the lady over here.
I actually don't have a question. I just want to say it's guys like you that saves people like me. And thank you so much for everything you put in everything that you do. Thanks, man.
You're very welcome.
Woo.
Thank you very much.
May I give her one? Yeah. I think. You know what? What you did over there.
And you get a free poster for that.
You know,
that
like
lovely
just for being very, very real and speaking the feeling that all of us really have over here, right? So guys, I'm gonna pick up the pace a little bit more. What I want you to do is if you have a question, put your hand up and hold it up because I do want to maximize the time that we have over here, right? Okay, so Adam, here's the next question from me, right? When we think about where to from here, we are living in a world of AI, we are living in a world of digital technology, and Adam, in 2025, where do you land on the more, shall I say, new technologies? What do you think?
Where do I evolve? Like, how do I evolve?
Like, well, what do you think? You know, should we embrace new technologies or should we try to keep the old ways alive? What do we do?
I think if you don't embrace the technology, you're going to be left behind. I think you have to constantly, reinvent yourself and stay fresh. I enjoy trying different techniques depending on the story. So yeah, I mean, I work digitally, I work conventionally, and I'm always looking for new ways to do the same thing over and over, because after you do this for 30, 35 years, you tend to repeat yourself. I don't want to repeat myself. I like trying different things.
I love that. I love that. Here's your question. Here's a question for you guys. What is currently on Adam's desk? First hand, okay, first hand I see over here. Currently on his desk?
Is the Thumbs for Giant Size X-Men Volume 2?
Not wrong, not wrong, not wrong. Well done there. See, that's why it's important to keep it up. Keep it locked and tight over here, right? You had a question over here for me, did you?
I can't hear a thing. I can't hear a thing.
Adam, of all the artists that you've worked with or trained at your school, is there anyone that you are in awe of? Anyone, your number one student, if I can say that?
I'm having difficulty hearing because all the speakers are facing that way. So,
Okay, I'll help you. So he's asking, from all the people that you've trained and everyone that you've worked with, is there anyone that stands out to you as someone that you are in awe of?
any character or
any person, any fellow artist?
any artist that
You just like, wow, okay, this guy
well,
is
my
doing-
favorite all-time artist that I constantly refer back to is Mobius.
Whoa, Lord,
You
that's
know,
a deep cut. Who knows Moby? Make some noise. Yeah, yeah.
You know, I mean, and Mobius is drawn in many different styles. I like his Arzak stuff the best. It's all pantomime, no words, but you can tell exactly what's going on. And the work is so creative and so clear and so easy to read and so easy to see. That's what we try to do. I don't try to put too much. I mean, I enjoy detail and I enjoy putting a lot of stuff in, but I have to be careful not to put too much in, or else you won't be able to tell what's going on.
I love that. I love that. Here's what. Okay, I have a question over here. Let me come through,
Okay.
right? And I acknowledge our volunteers, but I want to get close to all of you, right? Okay, you ready for this?
Rebecca would like to know if what must she do to become a artist, a comic book artist? Okay, yeah. So how do you begin? What do you do? Which direction do you go?
Sure. Let me help you with that, right?
Okay.
So if somebody was to start their journey to become a comic book artist today, what should they do today?
To begin their artistic journey, to do what we do, well, first you have to be able, or you have to love to draw, you know, because what we do is like a lifelong learning process. You're never at the top. You're never at your best. Once you feel as though you're at your best, then you've stopped growing. It's, you know, you don't get in it for the money. You get in it because it's something that, you know, you would do whether you were paid for it or not. So it's just it's a lifelong learning process, you know, and you have to keep. I mean, I'm drawing all the time, whether it's comics or whether I'm just sketching out in the field. I can't help myself from drawing. Just put a page under me and I'll get my story done, you know, more or less.
So flowing from that, right? Flowing from that, the critic outside versus the critic inside. So, I mean, another thing that you're going to be doing over the course of the weekend is, of course, portfolio reviews and all of that amazing stuff. But for you, do you still struggle with that, how can I say, the devil inside there that says, nah, man, what are you doing here? Does that ever happen to you?
All the time. I'm working on a cover sketch right now for Venom number 10. And I'm on my third cover sketch. And it's like, I don't want to do what I've done before. I want it to be fresh. I want it to be iconic. I want it to be the best it can be. But it's getting tough. You know, I'm on the third one. I think the best thing to do, and I'll figure it out when I get back to my hotel room, because I'm sending stuff in from up there. When I move away from the work and I come back to it, then I could see my mistakes. So it's really not about, you know, struggling until you get it right. Draw and erase, draw and erase, draw and erase. It's all about draw, do the best you can in half an hour, put it down for 5 minutes and come back to it. And then you can see your mistakes and move forward.
Oh, no, thank you so much. And you know what? That's such a human thing. And I'm so grateful for you giving us permission to experience that, because if a living legend like you is still going through that journey.
See, okay, you keep saying living legend, okay? Yeah. I couldn't feel further from, I mean, my dad was, you know, John Buscema was, you know, Jack Kirby was, you know, I'm just following what you know, it's just me and you up here.
I got you.
That's not false modesty. I mean, you know.
And that, sir, is the reason why we love you, because despite everything that you've achieved and everything you've done and everything you've done for us, the fact that you still think of yourself as one of us, you know, a fan.
I'm still working. I mean, I still work. I mean, I like to work.
And we like that you do it. We love you for that.
I'm
so,
glad
ladies
you
and
guys
gentlemen,
like it.
we've come to the end of our time. So I think a standing ovation will be right here. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Right. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, at this point over here, a couple of things are going to happen. Right? We're going to say goodbye to Adam for now, but you will find him over there at Arts Alley. A little later, we are hanging out at Truth Coffee for coffee and comics. I think there may still be some tickets for that, but I want you to head on over to the stand and support. You guys got it? 100%. Where's that book of ours? Just so I can see. I think we have it backstage. 100%. I'm going to get that there, and we're going to get a photo with all of that stuff over there. Let's just do a quick selfie with the audience over here. Yes, before we get kicked off stage. Everybody wave for me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. You've been amazing.